Hey, kia ora whanau, you're here with me, the maoriwargamer, and today we'll be playing a Warhammer 40K battle report. Chur. Welcome whanau to this 50 power level battle between the Tyranids of Hive Fleet Quintus, a Hive Fleet of my own creation, as they prepare to face off against the immortal Necron warriors. As we continue the Fate of Atreus narrative campaign, in which all my battle reports are set in, as well as my Blackstone Fortress and Kill Team content. The triumphant return of New Zealand's #1 wargamer, the maoriwargamer, after a wee 2-week break whilst we prepared armies, painted up models, just further improving the quality of this amazing amateur channel. So great to be back with you all. Here in this ruined wasteland, city, mining areas, abandoned outposts and strongholds. War has swept through the lands on Atreus. It's been going on for the last 8 months, and the end does not look any closer in sight. This awakened Tomb World has quickly secured a defensive position as they look to claim Atreus for themselves. Imhotep, the Stormlord, big boss of the Necrons, has personally arrived with his retinue to take back the land and conquer it for his own nefarious purposes. Of course, the Tyranids, hungry beastie bugs, have no care on land or anything. They're just looking to kill and acquire as much biomass as they can. So they're sweeping across with the Necrons again standing in their way. Xenos armies versus Xenos armies. Quite the exciting battle ahead. And, returning from a 2-week break, going to take it easy. Simple mission, simple rules, just kill points, slay the Warlord, Linebreaker. What's the other one? First Blood. All that good stuff. Quick, easy battles to warm ourselves up. So we're ready to throw down. The Tyranids will take out turn number 1. So without any further ado, we'll launch straight into that. But before we do, we'll take a quick look at the armies that we'll be playing with today. So buckle up, enjoy quality Warhammer battle report from New Zealand's #1, the maoriwargamer. If you've listened this far through, hit that subscribe button right now. Yeah, thumbs up, cool. Let's look at the armies. We have 50 power level of Tyranids from Hive Fleet Quintus using the Behemoth Hyper-Aggression adaptation, which allows them to reroll failed charge rolls. Leading this army is a Hive Tyrant with wings and 2 Devourers with Brain Leech wounds. 1 unit of 20 Gene Stealers with Rending Claws. A 3-man Hive Guard squad with Impaler Cannons. A 3-man Tyranid Warrior squad, 2 with Devourers and 1 with a Heavy Venom Cannon, Lash Whip Bone Sword. And the newest addition to the Tyranid forces in our daily mission to add new units for every exciting campaign. The Trigon Prime, equipped with Bioelectric Pulse with Containment Spines, Biostatic Rattle, and 3 pairs of Massive Scything Talons. We have 50 power level of Necrons, led by Imhotep the Stormlord with a Storm Staff or something I'm sure it's called. 10-man Necron Warrior Squad with Gauze Flayers. 5-man Deathmark Squad with Synaptic Disintegrators. 5-man Immortal Squad with Gauze Blasters. A Doomsday Arc with a Doomsday Cannon and 2 Gauze Flayer arrays. An Annihilation Bug for Gauze Cannon and a twin Tesla Destructor. And a Doom Scythe with a Death Ray and 2 Tesla Destructors. End of the movement phase for the Tyranids turn 1. Hive Tyrant staying still inside the crater. The mighty winged Hive Tyrant, leader of the army, it's flown right up to the stronghold here. He's going to be tanking a lot of fire. Is that possibly a diversionary tactic to draw focus away from somewhere else? Who knows? But he's right up there the Tyranid warriors have advanced and readying for the shooting phase. Before we go into shooting, let's go into a quick psychic phase. Tyranid Winged Hive Tyrant going to be unleashing psychic shenanigans. Winged Hive Tyrant will smite into the Necron Immortals here, going off on a 5. Rolling. Goes off on an 8, so D3 mortal wounds, looking for a 6. Ooh, yeah. That is 3 dead. And he's got 1 more power to cast. We'll go with Catalyst. So successfully smited out 3 of the Immortals, so we're going to use Catalyst to provide extra defensive capabilities for the Winged Hive Tyrant. It'll give him a 5-up. Feel no pain if he fails his save. So it goes off on a 6. Let's see. Boom, that's a 10. He is good as gold, and Catalyst is up until the next psychic phase. So he's got a bit more defense against the Necrons all loaded there in close proximity. We'll go into the shooting phase now for the Tyranids. So we've just spent a command point on Power of the Hive Mind. Use a stratagem at the end of your psychic phase. Select the psychic unit. It can immediately attempt to manifest 1 additional psychic ability this turn. And I'm going to choose Psychic Scream, which goes off on a 5, and deals D3 mortal wounds to the nearest unit. So casting that off on a 5, wabam, that's off. D3 mortals, 3. Is the closest unit. Wiped. It was those guys. So that is first blood to me. The mighty Tyranids, the Hive Tyrant has bled those Necrons to death. We're going to go in and shoot things up. Alright, so Tyranid shooting phase. Going to be filming as much as we can because the Necrons are leaking so much oil, which is equivalent to blood in living creatures. If you know what they do bleed, let me know. But the Hive Guard are going to shoot in with their Impaler cannons. Their target is the Annihilation Barge up the top here. We've got 6 attacks from the Impaler cannons hitting on 3s. All 3s. Oh, 5 out of 6. Not too bad. And Strength 8, Toughness 6, so wounding on 3s. Oh, only 2 wounds in that one there. Alright, so I know that all the Necron stuff has quantum shielding. We've landed 2 wounds onto it, rolling D3 damages. So if we roll double 1s, or 2s, 2s would be good. 3 or 4, 3 or 4. Okay, that one's an automatic. That one is 3 wounds. So you need to roll, how does quantum shielding? So he's got 1 wound ready and potentially 3 more wounds. He rolls a 3 or less and he ignores it.
Bad point.
Oh, command pointing. Oh, still no. Yes! So that's 4 wounds. How much does he have?
8.
Oh, 4 left, halfway through. Alright, fighters, so end of the shooting phase for the Tyranids. We wiped out the Immortals and concentrated fire blew up the Annihilation Barge. So that is second first blood. The Tyranids were lucky to get that turn 1 off. It's made a huge difference in the game. But turn 1 is not yet over. We're going to spend 2 command points on Single-Minded Annihilation, a Tyranid stratagem. Select a Tyranid unit from your army. That unit can immediately shoot again. So we're going to use it on the Hive Guard, and they're going to shoot in against the boys. Alright, fighters, so the Fate of Atreus is heating up. Conflict on all sides of this planet. The Xenos are currently engaged in a battle against other Xenos. Loss of the Immortals, loss of the Annihilation Bard, managed to take 2 wounds off of the croissant. For the French viewers, merci, bonjour. How good is my French accent? Bonjour, je m'appelle maoriwargamer. Love you French, love the Eiffel Tower, love some escargot. Where was I? Sorry. Yeah, so that's their Tyranid's turn done. A bloody blow has been struck against the Necrons. How will they rally their defenses? A whole bunch of Tyranids are still in reserve. So opportunities for the Necrons to wipe out what is on the field. Who knows how it's going to go? Stay with us, Whānau. We'll go into turn number 1 for the Necrons. End of movement phase for the Necrons, turn 1. As we continue the Fate of Atreus narrative campaigns, Necrons versus Tyranids. Everyone's bunched up. The Necron warriors have moved forward up to the ramparts to fire upon the meager Tyranid forces. What the hell? Meager Tyranid forces currently deployed. Everything else is standing quite still. Hive Tyrant in a bit of danger. He does have the catalyst there to buff him up a little bit. Death marks have deployed. No, they can't deploy here actually.
Yeah, they can.
So we just redeployed the death marks. High vantage position over the battlefield, shoot down any incoming threats. So we'll go into the shooting phase and see what happens there. Necron's turn number 1. Alright, so Imhotep the Stormlord, he is like a chapter master equivalent of the Necrons, I'd say. Closest thing like your Manius Keldars, your Azraels, your... What's the one for the Blood Angels? Dante. Yeah, that guy. He's going to unleash an ability, Call the Storm. Brings fire down on his enemies. Which ones? Hive Guards or Tyranid Warriors?
Hive Guard.
Hive Guard. So going to call the Storm onto the Tyranid Warriors as the Lord of the Storm. So roll the dice on a 2-up. That unit suffers that many mortal wounds. 1, 2.
They keep really.
Yeah, and then roll a d6 for each enemy unit within 6 inches, which is this one.
So that's another 1.
Yep, 1 more dice.
On a 6.
So 2. So all that does is 2 wounds. They've all got 3 wounds apiece. So both of them have 1 unit on 1 wound left. Not that deadly. Nice try though. Call the Storm. The Storm has been called.
Like a shower.
Yeah. A summer shower there. The sprinkling of rain. They were all good. Imhotep, thanks for stopping by to Atreus to deliver that pain. We'll go into the rest of the shooting. Alright, so continuing through the shooting phase, concentrated fire from every unit here into that has pierced away and slain the Warlord, securing 1 victory point to my opponent with the death of the Winged Hive Tyrant. Now I was supposed to be saving an ability, a stratagem, but I forgot about it and I don't have enough command points now, so I would have let him shoot again 1 more time before he died. But oh well. That's shooting done by those guys. Well done to them. Last round of shooting with these death marks. Alright, so end of the turn for the Necrons. Wiped out the Hive Tyrant, gaining Slay the Warlord. But I've got First Blood and killed the Immortals and the Annihilation Bard. But yeah, it still could be anyone's game as we go on to Tyranid's turn number 2. We've only got 2 warriors left on the field and 3 Hive Guard. So we'll see what's going to happen. Bring on our reserves. Kick off turn number 2 for the Tyranids. Tyranids turn 2. A massive rumbling from beneath the earth. Dirt explodes everywhere as this massive Trigon Prime burst out from the underground, and a swarm of Gene Stealers pour out of the hole that he's dug. Mighty Tyranid beast ready to chop into combat. into the remaining defenders of the Necron army. Tyranid warriors moved forward, advancing, and Hive Guard staying still, readying their weapons to fire. So we'll launch straight into the shooting phase now, at the end of the movement phase. Alright, so end of the shooting phase for the Tyranids, turn number 2. Managed to only kill off 2 Necron warriors, and nothing else from these 2, from the bioelectric pulse thing, from this guy, nothing. Hopefully we can make up in the assault phase and the charge phase with some cool attacks. Alright, so making some charges. This 20-man Genestealer squad is going to charge into the Doomsday Ark, Annihilation Barge. Forget what one it is. Looking for 9 inches, and can reroll failed charges. But not necessary. We made it. Overwatch fire. And then I'm also going to charge in with the Trigon Prime into there. Alright, so successful charges into the Doomsday Ark. 20 Genestealers about to unleash 80 attacks into them. So here's 40 dice assembled. To roll those out first. Come back to you. Alright, so end of the turn for the Tyranids, turn number 2. 80 attacks from the Genestealers, absolutely minced into the Doomsday Ark and wiped it from existence. Just the Genestealers can open that with its rending claws. Trigon didn't even get to attack. So as it made us $96 back that I paid. But hey, he looks cool. He'll look even cooler once he's finished. Going into Necron's turn 2 now. Currently, the score is 4 points, 4 victory points to the Tyranids, to 2 to the Necrons. So we'll see if they can change things up. Turn number 2. Turn number 2 for the Necrons. Living Metal brought that up another wound. No reanimation protocol successful there. My opponent is not going to move at all and just going to shoot into the guys down there. Alright, so end of Necron's turn number 2. They managed to kill only 3 Genestealers. With all their mighty firepower. So there, rest in peace these guys. Currently the victory points stand. Tyranids on 4, Necrons on 2. But yeah, they opted not to move, which may be something they could live to regret, or not live to regret. We'll find out. Going to Tyranids turn number 3, see what happens. Alright, Fido, so end of the movement phase for the Tyranids turn number 3. And we've mutually decided to call the game there with a Tyranid victory. The Trigon Prime slithered right around the tower, about to rip into those guys. 17 Genestealers pop onto there. Swarm, you can't even see Necrons in there. But yeah, luckily Imhotech jumps onto the Doom Scythe and flies away from the battlefield. So good luck to him. And leaving us with a Tyranid victory for game number 1, Tyranids versus Necrons. Quite a game it was. Both went with smaller armies than normal. No swarms. We've got some big units in there. I had 5 units. My opponent had maybe 8. Rather than the normal swarms you see on the channel. So that mixed things up a bit, made the game a bit quicker and faster. Very cool. You know, the Tyranids, my Tyranid army is not very competitive. They're very one-dimensional. But, you know, nothing cooler than alien space bugs. I mean, look at that. $96. That's a hobby we participate in, isn't it? $96, maybe. You could buy other stuff, but, you know, just enjoy yourself, paint up good-looking models. present them on YouTube, get people liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. A fun time to be had for sure. MVP of this game, for me, it would have been my winged Hive Tyrant. Smiting and then shooting in. He did some big damage right at the start, crippling my opponent. For the Necrons, who was their best unit? Who was the best Necron unit? No, he's overcosted that Stormlord. Probably nothing, and that's why they lost. Need to add some more cool Necron units. If you've got any suggestions to add to the Necron army, let us know. We'll do our best to accommodate them. But otherwise, make sure you tune in next week. The Necrons will return to face off against the Tyranids once more. We'll see what they can do, what shenanigans will unfold. But until then, I am your humble host, the maoriwargamer, New Zealand's #1 YouTuber, most famous YouTuber at my workplace currently. 225 subscribers. Man, that is fame. I can't walk out of my apartment now without getting paparazzi hounding me for autographs, all that stuff. I have been compared to the brown PewDiePie. That is a mighty honour, and one that I hope to live up to that grand reputation. But yeah, thank you for watching this one. Whānau, if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, still give it a thumbs up. Comment that you didn't enjoy it, because more comments generate more buzz. That's how YouTube works. But anyway, thank you for watching. I am your humble host, the maoriwargamer. Ka kite. Anō.